Sure, Jill Lawler, Lawler, Sarasota Avenue. Before I address the council, I just want to make sure that everyone behind me knows that Mr. Brady is up for reappointment on the planning board come this November. He has a 5-year term that he very much would like, so I'm hoping everybody behind me will join me in applauding and hope the council will reappoint him. So, Council President, I have something to give you. May I approach?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
So at the last meeting, I did ask a question, and I understand it was quite lengthy. We didn't leave here until about almost 12:30 a.m. And I didn't get their answer, so I'm providing you with the answer. The question I asked was, aren't we already in compliance with the state rules? I know that's something that, Donna, in your closing arguments last week, you mentioned that the reason that we're doing this is so we can align with the state law. So what I just handed to the town clerk is a motion from December 18th, 2023, from then Planning Board Director Michael DeLuca that reads as following: a motion to read, pass, and adopt as a second reading. And to everybody who is not frequent flyers at town council meetings, after a town council has a second reading and votes affirmatively on it, it becomes town law. So a motion to read and pass as a second reading, an ordinance in the amendment of Chapter 731, Code of Ordinances for the Town of Narragansett, entitled Zoning, as it relates to several discretionary text revisions to various sections of the town ordinance, zoning ordinance, for the purpose of adapting and to accommodate the General Assembly mandates enacted in 2023 legislation. So that was the agenda item. I also handed to the town clerk the notes from the meeting itself, and these notes are taken by the town clerk and signed off by the town clerk, attesting to its accuracy. And under the motion, it reads, motion by Councilor Lawler, seconded by Councilor Kopak, to read, pass, and adopt as a second reading an ordinance amendment to the Chapter 731 Code of Ordinances related to zoning, as it relates to several text revisions to various sections of zoning ordinances for the purpose of complying with the General Assembly mandates enacted in the 2023 legislative session. Demanded and done. Council President Dwzinski made a statement to correct the record that Narragansett's proposed zoning adopts all the mandated changes to the General Assembly, with the exception of inclusionary zoning. The inclusionary zoning was not mandatory and therefore was not in the bills. There was then a vote taken, and I handed this to the town clerk. And the vote taken by the town council was a 4-to-1 vote put forward by myself. I see Councilor Kopak in the back. It was a 4-to-1 vote, with Councilor Susan Cicilline Bonanno being the only one opposed. And I neglect to mention Councilor Ferrandi, who's also sitting here, also voted in the affirmative. So this is already in line with state law. I'm not quite sure why you're trying to tell us it's not. It's not misunderstanding. You're trying to give us false information for the purpose of making some zoning changes. So what we heard tonight is you're going to take back, dial it back, but be honest with us next time. If you want to make tweaks to zoning, that's your prerogative. You can do so. But don't tell us it's because we're not in line with the state, because we are. Because we are.